Nobby, do you want to hear about my favorite makeup products of 2018? Do you want to hear about my favorite highlights and blushes and eyeshadows? My favorite mascaras and lipsticks? Oh, he's sleepy. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I hope you're having a great year so far. I hope this year brings you nothing but good health and good skin and lots of good things. So a couple days ago I made a video talking about my absolute favorite skincare products of 2018. If you missed that video, I'll link it down below. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my absolute favorite makeup products of 2018. I have quite a few favorites. I'm wearing all of them on my face right now, and I'm so excited to share them with you. So if you like favorites, and if you like 2018, even if you don't like 2018, even if it was a bad year for you personally, it was a good year for makeup. You want to hear more about all the exciting makeup products that I discovered last year, then please keep on watching. Alright, so the first product that I discovered that was incredible this year, Glossier Boy Brow Brow Gel. I actually tried this earlier last year and did not like it at all at first. Because with this product, there's a little bit of a learning curve. You really have to wipe a lot of the excess product off before you go right in, or else it ends up getting clumpy and it ends up getting really messy and just like being very difficult to work with. But once you learn that you need to wipe off some of the product, it's definitely worth it and it makes your brows look incredible. I also feel that I've done a good job at not tweezing or waxing and growing my brows out a lot this year. So the more and more that my brows grow in, the more I like this product, because if you have super sparse brows, you might not love it. This product definitely needs hairs to cling to in order to make them big and full and feathery. But what I like to do is go in with this first and then go in, do my eyeshadow, do my eyeliner, do like most of my face, and then I go in and fill in with my e.l.f. brow pencil afterwards. So my absolute favorite eyeshadow palette of this year, which I'm sure is gonna be a lot of people's favorite eyeshadow palette of this year, is the James Charles Morphe Unleas Your Inner Artist palette. This palette is amazing. It has everything inside. I have a couple of tutorials on my page demonstrating really bright and vibrant, colorful looks, but I thought I would show you a little bit more of a neutral look today. If you find mustard eyes neutral, I think they're pretty neutral. I think mustard eyes are very wearable. But yeah, I just went in with a couple of colors. I went in with one of the more neutral yellow looking colors, one of the softer warm brown colors, and then that beautiful bright vibrant yellow, which I put all over the lid, and I popped just a little bit on the lower lash line as well. And I feel like mustard eyes are going to be a big thing in 2019. They started to become a big thing in 2018, but I hope this trend continues because I think that mustard eyes are so pretty, and I think they're super wearable. And I love that this palette has so many pretty yellow tones in it. So after I finished my look using the James Charles palette, I went in to add something else that's a little bit special for my inner corner color. There's lots of great shimmers in that palette, but if I'm being completely honest, when I want a nice gold shimmery inner corner highlight, it's always gonna be from Colourpop. The Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Flux With You is my favorite Colourpop shadow I've ever used. The formula is awesome. It's like mushy. If you've never used any of their Super Shock stuff before, it's amazing because it's a powder, but it feels wet. It's confusing, but really brightens up any eye look that I'm wearing, and I feel like it goes with a lot of stuff because it has both a mixture of like golden tones, champagne tones. It's very universally flattering on a lot of different looks, and I have been using this quite a lot in the past year. So I didn't record myself doing my eyeliner or anything today just because it's not a new product that was released in 2018. Or I should say, not all of these products I'm wearing today were released in 2018. Most of them I discovered in 2018, with the exception of my eyeliner. I did not discover any new eyeliners this year that really like wowed me and totally changed my routine. I've been using the same e.l.f. Precision liquid liner for the last couple of years, and I still really like it. It's $2. It performs so well for $2. I have yet to find something that
has a paintbrush tip like this that works as well. I love a paintbrush tip liquid liner, and this one just works for me. So nothing new on the eyeliner front. So for lashes, I found a few really great mascaras this year, which is super exciting. So what I'm wearing on my eyes today is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I got this one in my Ipsy bag, and it was awesome. That was like my favorite thing I got in my bag that month, because it makes my eyelashes super long, like crazy long, and it's amazing how this never clumps. You can put on like 6 layers of it and it refuses to get clumpy, which is awesome. However, the retail price of a full size one of these mascaras is $24. That's way too much for me. I will likely not be spending that amount, just because we go through mascara so quick before it dries out. And even if it doesn't dry out, you're really supposed to replace your mascara every 2 to 3 months so that it doesn't get a ton of bacteria inside. I don't want to spend $24 every 2 to 3 months on mascara. But another wonderful, affordable mascara that I discovered this year that I like on the same level, I don't want to say I like it more, I like it on the same level as the It Cosmetics one, is the Kokie Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. This costs $7, and it's awesome. I'm not wearing it today just because mine's all dried out. I just saved it to show you how great it is. I think it performs very similar to the It Cosmetics ones. I don't know if I'd call it a dupe, but I like the way my lashes look equally as much when I wear this one. This one is also really great about not clumping. They have similar brushes. I love a brush tip. I hate a silicone tip that just like does not work for me at all. But if you look at both of these brushes side by side, they're shaped almost exactly the same actually. The Kokie one's like a little bit longer. They look really similar. They perform really similarly, and they're both great. Okay, so moving on to the face. I haven't really found a foundation that I'm like crazy obsessed with this year or anything. In fact, I found that I haven't been wearing a lot of foundation this year, and I've been really into using concealer as my only real form of like coverage. So my favorite concealer of the year, I know is not going to be everyone's favorite. In fact, basically every review I've watched on this concealer, people have not liked. But that really just goes to show you that different things work on different people differently, and you really have to take your skin type into consideration when you're buying complexion products. So for me, the Glossier Stretch Concealer is the greatest concealer I have ever used. It is wonderful on my dry skin. So I usually will just take this on my finger and I'll just rub it into my face almost like it's like I would a moisturizer. Sometimes I'll dab it a little bit, like you'll see when I'm trying to get a little extra coverage, I will pat it into the skin to build up the pigmentation of the product. But I love how like creamy and smooth this is, and how you can really spread it. Like, the reason it's called stretch concealer is because you can make a tiny bit really stretch across your face and get a good amount of coverage out of it. And for me, when I use a liquid dry down concealer, because my skin is so dry, it tends to get flaky underneath, and you can see it flaking off throughout the day as the product gets drier and drier, and it like sucks the life out of my skin. So I really just can't hang with liquid dry down concealers. So for me, the formula of the stretch concealer has saved my skin. I feel like my breakouts look better after I wash this off because of the skincare ingredients that are in here, and I just love the finish it leaves on my skin. Grazing over bronzer real quick. I know this has been around forever, but I just discovered it this year. I haven't really used bronzer before this last year. I thought it was a little scary. I thought it would look pretty silly on my skin because I'm so fair. But the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula is so easy to work with. It is like so foolproof. I feel like it blends so easily. I like that this just gives me a nice little sun-kissed glow. Blush is another thing that I didn't really wear at all before this year because I thought it would look silly on my complexion. But I'm so happy that I tried it, and I'm so happy that I picked up the Covergirl True Blend blush. Because what I like about this blush, again, like the bronzer, it's pretty foolproof. It's really hard to overdo this blush. The color that I got is called Molten Rose, and it has like a bunch of different shades in it. So you can see it has like some peachy shades here, and then some more pink shades that are a little more rosy in the middle. So you just go in with the brush and you like mix it all together like this, and it just gives you like the perfect peachy, pinky tone that really just gives you more of a flush than anything. Moving on to my favorite step, which is highlight. This is another one that is not new from this year at all, and I think has been out for a couple years. It is the Colourpop Give Me More highlighting palette. So this is not my first time trying highlighters from Colourpop. I've done their Super Shock highlights before, which are great. They're the same formula as that eyeshadow I showed you earlier, but I do feel like sometimes they tend to cake up on my face, and I feel like they just don't always blend out as much as I want them to. I have to be in a particular mood to use a Colourpop Super Shock highlight, whereas with this powder highlight palette, I could use anytime. And I like that it gives you a very natural looking glow, but you can also build it up to make it blinding. And I like that it's not so powdery that it like falls all over your face. I have other highlights where I feel like I really have to use a small brush to make sure I concentrate it, whereas this one I feel like I can go in with a bit more of a heavy hand and it still blends really easily. Moving on to my final favorite product of the year, which is another one from Colourpop. It's one of their Luxe Lips cream lipsticks in the shade What's Your Sign? And this is from the Kathleen Lights Zodiac collection that she curated. I remember when they were demonstrating this lipstick, I was like, this looks like it's gonna be my perfect nude. I have a feeling this is gonna be my perfect nude. And spoiler alert, it's my perfect nude. It's less pinky than a lot of the other nude lipsticks that I've gotten from Colourpop, and I like that this one has a little bit more of a brown tone to it. I don't know how well it's reading on camera, but I like this one as like an everyday lipstick. I feel like whenever I'm doing a bold, bright eye look, I like to pair it with this lip. I like that it's a cream finish, so it's very comfortable. It just ties every look together. I don't know what else to say. I love this lipstick. Alright, so those have been my absolute favorite makeup products of the year 2018. I found a lot of good ones. I still got a lot more that I'm looking for. Like I said, I haven't found a foundation I really like very much this year. Haven't really found a primer I'm that into this year. Eyeliners, still sticking with my tried and true, so I'm definitely on the prowl for more products and looking to buy more makeup. If you liked this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you come back. Like I said, I linked that favorite skincare video down below, so if you want to check that out, that'd be pretty cool. 2019, we're taking care of our skin, we're taking care of our bodies, we're giving ourselves love, we're being kind to ourselves, we're being kind to our friends. I hope you have a great 2019, and I hope you'll come back and watch some more videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!